What's up, GC Gaming? It's Shadow, and one of my most favorite animes, due to my brother, honestly, would be Naruto. And yes, I'm going to react to it. Okay, so there's little kid Naruto, and then flashback. Guys, Kumar's just misunderstood. All right, he's hurting too. You'll understand why, but right now he's being controlled by Madara, and well, really, Obito, because Obito is the one that's controlled him. There's Naruto's dad, the fourth Hokage. He's like, not in my village. There's little baby Naruto, little guy. Kind of, a tragic event happens on his birthday. Both of his parents died. It's kind of like Harry Potter-ish, if you ask me, but yeah, moving on. And then the whole village blames this kid because, their parents died, everyone dies, so there's Naruto all alone. He just wants to be accepted, and nobody wants to accept him. Poor Naruto. And then Naruto and his two, you could say, classmate friends, like Choji and Shikamaru never gave him a hard time, was definitely an original acceptor. And there's Sasuke. We all know his pain, his hurt, like, and Sakura, she's kind of, as people would say, useless, but I do not see that, and I'll point out some of her character developments as the show goes on. This is where Sasuke is basically like, yo, one thing on my mind is I'm killing my brother. No one try to stop me. Like, he made that very clear that was his goal, to avenge the Uchihas. And Kakashi's like, okay, well, anyways, thank you for getting to know each other, and we're going to start this exercise, but if you fail, you're going to go back to the academy. Now, that bell has a great backstory of Shippuden. It's teachings upon teachings, man. We'll just put it that way. And there's lovely Kakashi! Ah, yes, they're training. Naruto's now tied up. The rule was you could not feed Naruto, but Sasuke was the first one to be like, here, dude, it doesn't make sense. You need to gain your strength if we're gonna... And Kakashi just randomly appears and is like, you all... And then he says, pest. And they're like, what? And they're gonna get to be ninjas. So, like, Naruto's like, jumping up on the inside. Sasuke is like, okay, that's cool, we passed. And Sakura's like, phew, this exercise is finally over, but we didn't get the bell. And Kakashi explains to him, well, that's not really what this exercise was about. It was to see if you could work as a team. Because once we get into the Shippuden side, you guys are going to understand why this exercise means probably the most to Kakashi. And why this Team 7 probably means the most. I mean, if you already seen the anime, you guys already know. But for the newcomers, the new generations, people are like, old school anime ain't this and that. Yeah, I'm going to give it to you real quick. But basically, they're ninjas now. And this is their first mission where they go to the Land of Waves and they're supposed to help this man build a bridge because there's an evil crime organization that's going around extorting people, putting their foots on their necks, making it not easy for them to live. So it's a bunch of a nuisance. And what was supposed to be a rank C mission, I think it ends up being an S rank mission, or it might be an A mission. But this is like where things are kind of turning for the worse, because Naruto, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke just met one of the hit and miss 7 swordsmen, Zabuza. And Zabuza and Haku have a great and sad, quick story right here to show in Naruto, like the kid version of Naruto, so Naruto Jump. Man. But guys, do not be fooled by Haku, okay? Haku is a guy. Yes. Haku's a guy. Looks like a chick, but is a guy. And it really, Naruto's like, what? And what makes Zabuza and Haku's sad story so emotional, Zabuza looks after Haku like when Haku was young, so Haku has nothing but loyalty for Zabuza. Like, you know how people say, you gonna die for me, I'm gonna die for you? That is literally the time they are on. Like, they're just doing a mission that this evil guy who's trying to control this whole entire town and prevent a bridge from being built. So in their eyes, they're doing no wrong, but of course, Team 7's now got to stop them. And oh boy, does this fight get good. Like, this is where Naruto actually shines, and you see the love and bondship between Naruto and Sasuke right here. And nothing wrong with a nice little S to go with that mission. Alrighty guys, and there it is, Sasuke, he unlocked the Sharingan. I mean, he's kind of already had a little bit of it. It's not the 3-stage, it's only the 2-stage, but still, man, Sasuke, no instinct, no nothing, just like, I mean, no thinking, just straight instinct, needed to protect Naruto. And look, dude, Haku lit Sasuke out, like, all those needles meant for Naruto. Sasuke's now bearing that pain. You know, and he's just like, I don't know why, and my body just moved. He's collapsing on the ground right in front of Naruto. And this is like what really turns Naruto, like this is what the ninja world's all about. But now, of course, Naruto has the nine-tailed fox in him, as you're about to see, and you just messed up Sasuke, so out comes Kumura, pure hatred, trying to overtake Naruto right here and just destroy Haku at all costs. Alright guys, so Naruto, like I said, hatred is like, the One Tails is out right now. Haku's like, oh boy did I just mess up. Naruto's like, your ass is mine! Like, bam, I'm gonna get that shot in. And Haku, like, he hits her through that mirror! Her own jutsu! Breaks half the freaking mask, and, dude, Naruto's just on pure, literally rage right now, just because of what Haku did to Sasuke. And this is when he's a kid. Like, talk about the loyalty right there. I love it. It was great. But now, we're getting into the sadder part of this arc. It's like, Naruto, one thing they did really well, you feel for the villains. So now, Zabuza's fighting Kakashi, and Kakashi is known as the copycat ninja of the Leaf. Reason why, Kakashi, even though he's not a Uchiha, has a Sharingan. And Kakashi memorizes other ninjutsus. Alright, we're moving away from the Haku and Zabuza, right? Now we're in the Chunin exam. So long story short, Naruto, Sasuke, they're all victory. They named the bridge after Naruto. It's called Naruto Bridge. There it is. There's Gaara. There's the Sound Village. We're getting into the thick of this. We're getting into, like, the nitty-gritty. We're getting into Sasuke's curse mark. And this game did a good job summarizing Jump and Shippuden. There's Sakura, dude. Sakura's not playing around. They got the ninja scroll, but at what cost? I mean, Sasuke will be getting that curse mark on him. Now, they're all Chunies, about to do this exam. This fight right here, dude, that, you know, when Sakura fight was one of Sakura's first character development, dude, because you know how by the hair she takes her kunai and slices it off. Now it's Kiba versus Naruto, and if you know how Naruto kind of wins this one, I believe he farts, and Kiba sniffs it, and then he passes out. Moving on to match 2. We got Neji and Naruto. Now, before this, dude, Neji held no remorse to Hinata, beat the bricks off her. Naruto didn't like that. He vowed, this is the payback. I'm going to make you regret what you did to Hinata. Because I think he did the 64 tri-palms, and they got to break up the fight right there. But Naruto wasn't having it, dude. See, this is where Naruto really develops his nindo. I don't go back on my words. That's my ninja way. Like, during that other mission with the Zabuza and the Haku, dude, Naruto takes a kunai and stabs it in his freaking hand and rips it out, vowing that he doesn't want Sasuke, like, to protect him, pretty much. Now, this fight right here, though, very well strategic. And, man, if you guys know that fight now, what's coming up is a villain upon a villain. Lo and surprise, lo and behold, another attack on the Hidden Leaf, this time none other than a Hidden Leaf Shinobi, who's no longer a Hidden Leaf Shinobi, named Orochimaru, right? His little minions are doing the barrier sales. He was able to convince the Sand Village to let Gaara pretty much go rampant. You'll see that he's got his old sensei and the grip of his hands. Like, dude, Orochimaru, when people first came across him, it probably freaked you out a little bit. There it is, the legendary 3 Sani. Let's put that on his resume. But really what Orochimaru is to me, other than that, he's just a mad scientist that's probably lost his way, right? And, of course, he has an infatuation with the Uchiha's Sharingan. And he tried it with Itachi, and Itachi wasn't going for that. So who is Orochimaru trying to kidnap and give the curse mark to? Sasuke, Itachi's little brother.